Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Gabe with Indigo Software, genuine Microsoft software for less. In today's video, we're covering a brand new beginner's guide to Microsoft Outlook, specifically the new version on Mac. Outlook is a great email tool that is very well integrated into other Microsoft Office applications. By the end of this video, you'll have a good idea of how to use new Outlook for Mac, and luckily, it's not too difficult of a program to get the hang of. Before we get started with this video, if you're interested in purchasing Microsoft Office, Windows 10, Windows 11, remote desktop licenses, or a wide variety of other Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll leave links down below. So without further ado, let's jump in. All right, guys, so we're here on my M2 MacBook Pro, and this is what Outlook looks like for me when I first open it. Notice that we have multi-account support. So Outlook is a program that we can use, but we can use it with a variety of email providers. So I can use it with an Outlook address or Google, Yahoo, etc. In this case, I'll be demonstrating it with a Google or a Gmail account. So the first thing I'm going to do is add my email account. Let's type in our email address and I'll press continue. Let's go ahead and click sign in on this page right here. This is going to bring us to a separate web browser where we can use Google to actually finish the sign in process. So I'll click my account once again in Google. I'll press continue. This is telling us that we're about to review how Microsoft apps and services will process and protect our data. Here we are giving permission to see and download all of our Google account and email address information. I'll press continue and let's click allow. It's going to bring us back to Outlook and the sign-in process is now done. So here we could add another account if we want to sign into additional accounts. Okay, at this point, I'll hit done and we are pretty much ready to start using Outlook. So fairly quickly, it started to sync all of my emails. Let's go ahead and start walking through how we can navigate this application. On the very left-hand side, we have our navigation pane. This is going to give us our mail section. Below that, we have our calendar section. Below that, we have people, basically contacts. And then below that, we have inbox, drafts, or archives. So this is our favorites section. And below that, we can access to do and notes. So we'll take a look at mostly the mail tab, but we will briefly touch on the other two as well. Now, one thing you may notice about Outlook is that this has a modernized appearance compared to other Office applications like Excel or Word. And basically what that means is that the ribbon and the tabs and groups are much more simplified in this design. But we do still have access to at least some of those features. So if I scroll up to the top here, these are now basically our tabs. So we have File, Edit, View, and just like many other applications on Mac, we're going to be able to access a lot of tools from these. With Profiles, Tools, Window, and Help. Help also gives a search function. We'll take a closer look at this later. One of the more important tabs here is the Outlook tab because that's going to give us our settings. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the Mail tab. So our compose button is here. We could also do a new event or contact from here. We also have this three little lines here, and that's going to show or hide our inboxes. Now, in terms of our inbox, I can drop down to show further sorting below my inbox itself. I also have an archive tab. I have drafts and sent. We can also find snoozed, deleted, and several other subcategories of folders. If we'd like to create our own folder, I'm going to right click in inbox and let's hit new folder. Okay, and then I can title this folder, let's say Indigo Software Emails. All right, now we have a new folder here. And at any point, I can take any email that I would like, and I can drag it straight into this folder. For example, an email comes in, and let's say I don't want to review it until I'm specifically looking for Indigo Software Emails. It'll be in that folder and out of my inbox. And then I can go to that folder later and review it. Now, in addition to that, I can select an email, and we have access to all these tools at the top. Delete, archive, move, flag. We have mark read, sync, send to OneNote, report. And then here we have get add-ins and customize toolbar. Let's see what customize toolbar gives us. Maybe I want to add reply all, and I can just click and drag this into my toolbar right here. There's a limited number of space up here, but our most important things can stay and the rest can kind of stay out here. So I'll remove flag, and maybe I want to create an appointment. Maybe I want categorize. And I'm good with that, so I'll go ahead and press done. Because I said there was limited space, I have to click these three dots here to access the reply all. But this is something that we recommend just customizing based on your personal preference. Now notice at the top here, we will also have a regular search bar. It's going to allow us to search for specific emails or specific characters in any of our emails. So for example, if I search for Indigo, you can see I'm getting an actual contact showing up with the word Indigo in it. So we can use this search to find basically anything in our mailbox. Now we also have a local section here. This is where local files or emails will be saved. So just know that we can access that anytime. Also note that there's drop-down arrows that give us access to subfolders inside of our inboxes. Another thing we want to explore here is message. Under message tab, we have something called rules. Let's click edit rules and see what we can do. All right, and I clicked show all here. Unfortunately, in the new version of Outlook, rules are not going to be supported. So there are some features that are unfortunately not supported at this time. Let's move on to calendar. Here we can access our calendar and I can click on to modify events. I can also click to create a new event at any time. And we could import some information such as, let's say it's a meeting and I want to invite Gabe. Maybe it's an all-day thing, or if it's not, I can set a specific time. I can also add a location. And then finally, I can add any notes that I would like, and I can send this out as an invite. I can click on any existing meeting, right-click and edit to change anything that I would like to. We also have formatting options in regards to our meeting, which we can access here. We can change our attendee options, and up here, we can also send to OneNote. Here we can switch between different calendars if we have some, or we can create a new one. Let's go down to the contacts area now. We can click new contact, and here we have basically a wizard where we could fill out any contact information that we would like to. We'll add John Smith here. We'll add his email. Okay, and we'll add a number, and I'll click save. Now John Smith is a contact in here. Unfortunately, just like some other features are not supported at this time, importing contacts is also not supported. So if you intend to use Outlook on your Mac on a regular basis and you're using the new version of Outlook, I would recommend taking the time to just add in your contacts and set it up from the get-go. Let's take a look at our to-do and notes options. Now, unfortunately, this is going to prompt us to sign into a Microsoft Online. So for me, I'm not going to be making much use of this as it's not natively supported in the application. Another thing we may want to take a look at is attachments. Let me go ahead and filter. So if we click this filter button here, we can filter for has attachments. Also take note of all of the other filter options that we have here. Here I have a PDF that I can download. And if I right click this, I can click download. So that is a way that we can easily access our attachments that are sent to us in our email. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed the beginner's guide to the new Outlook on Mac. Unfortunately, some of Outlook's features that many people enjoyed are not currently supported on this version, but hopefully Microsoft will listen to some of the feedback and implement those tools back in. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you have any questions about anything we've covered, drop those in the comments below, and we'll get back with you as soon as we can. Again, if you're interested in purchasing genuine Microsoft software at a great price, be sure to check out Indigo Software. We'll leave those links down below. As our channel continues to grow, we're constantly looking for new video topic ideas to make. If you have any topic suggestions of your own, we'd love to hear what those are. Most viewer commented requests get made into actual videos. Lastly, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated as it helps to support our channel. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time.